Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Daphne's arrival in Los Angeles was never supposed to be anything more than a temporary storyline, a fresh face stepping into the Forrester's orbit, perhaps bringing a bit of new energy to shake up the day-to-day drama. But as we've already seen on The Bold and the Beautiful, things rarely go according to plan. Now, what was once just an introduction has turned into something far more dangerous and potentially game-changing, because Daphne isn't just navigating her own journey. She's being watched. She's being followed. She's being stalked. And the identity of that stalker could completely alter the trajectory of her story, Carter's involvement, and the balance of power among the Forresters and the Logans. Carter Walton, the man who has always been considered loyal, reliable, and sometimes even too good for his own good, is once again caught up in a situation that looks destined to test every bit of his character. He's the man who has been burned by love, betrayed by trust, and often overlooked when it comes to long-term happiness. Yet somehow, Carter always finds a way to stand tall, to do the right thing, and to keep moving forward. But is Daphne about to be his undoing, or will she finally be the woman who gives Carter a story worth rooting for? Let's start with Daphne. She came across as someone polished, confident, and independent. She didn't exactly scream damsel in distress when she first appeared, which is what makes this sudden twist even more intriguing. The idea that Daphne, who clearly has a past she hasn't revealed to anyone yet, could be hiding from someone who has been watching her all along, gives her character new layers. Fans have already been speculating. Is Daphne running from a dangerous ex-lover, someone obsessed with her from her past? Or could it be that this stalker is less about romance and more about revenge, maybe someone connected to her professional life? The show has been dropping subtle hints that Daphne's story isn't as simple as it looks on the surface. One thing we know about The Bold and the Beautiful is that no storyline exists in isolation. Every new character has a purpose, whether that's to push a couple apart, test an existing loyalty, or shine a light on hidden dynamics. Daphne's stalker isn't just about creating suspense for her, it's about creating ripple effects that will pull Carter deeper into the mix. And that's where things get fascinating, because Carter's track record in relationships has always been tied to heartbreak. Quinn, Paris, Katie. It doesn't matter who he chooses, it always seems to end in disappointment. So when he finds himself coming to Daphne's aid, some fans are already wondering whether the writers are setting Carter up for another heartbreak, or whether this is finally the story where he gets to be a hero. Imagine Carter being the one who first notices something isn't right. Maybe he catches Daphne looking over her shoulder a little too often. Maybe he sees her receive a text that leaves her shaken. Or maybe Carter, being the decent guy he is, offers her a ride home one night and notices someone following them. The idea of Carter becoming Daphne's protector isn't just romantic, it's symbolic. For once, Carter isn't the man who gets left behind, he's the man who steps up when no one else sees the danger. That alone sets up a storyline with emotional stakes that fans can invest in. But we can't ignore the darker side of this looming threat. Daphne's stalker isn't just a shadow lurking in the background. Eventually, this person will have to step forward, and when that happens, it's going to shake the foundation of her connection to Carter. Because the truth is, if Daphne has been keeping secrets, if she's been hiding from this person without being upfront about it, Carter might feel blindsided once again. And we all know how Carter reacts when he feels like trust has been broken. His sense of loyalty is one of his strongest traits, but it also makes him vulnerable. If Daphne withholds the full truth from him, even if it's out of fear, we could be looking at another story of Carter investing his heart in someone only to be let down. The stalker mystery also opens doors for speculation about who this person could be. Soap operas thrive on shock reveals, and it's almost never a random outsider. Could the stalker be someone we've already seen on the canvas in another context, someone who has been hiding their true intentions? Or is this a brand new character tied to Daphne's past who will be introduced in the flesh to wreak havoc in Los Angeles? Fans love when a mysterious storyline leads to a reveal that connects, no one saw coming. And if Daphne's stalker has any ties to the Forrester or Logan families, even indirectly, that would raise the stakes even higher. Carter's role in this, though, feels like the most important part. For so long, Viewers have asked why Carter hasn't been given a central storyline that allows him to be more than just a side character in someone else's drama. This could finally be that opportunity. By tying him to a Stalker storyline, the show gives him a chance to be the anchor, the person who takes action, who protects, and who ultimately becomes part of a storyline where his choices carry weight. That's the kind of material Lawrence St. Victor deserves, and fans know it. But let's not forget, danger often has a way of sparking romance in soaps. The more Carter protects Daphne, the more she leans on him. And the more Daphne opens up about what she's been through, the more Carter finds himself emotionally invested. Could this turn into love? Absolutely. But with the bold and the beautiful, romance born out of danger can often be explosive and sometimes short-lived. The big question is whether Carter and Daphne could have something real, or whether this is just a temporary bond born out of fear and adrenaline. There's also the possibility that Daphne herself isn't as innocent as she seems. What if she's not just a victim? What if part of her story involves choices she made that invited this danger into her life? That twist would complicate things, because it would put Carter in the impossible position of trying to decide whether to stay loyal to her despite the mess she brings with her. And for fans who love moral dilemmas, this could be the kind of layered storytelling that keeps them hooked for weeks. The writers could also use the Stalker angle to tie into other ongoing storylines. Imagine if Daphne's troubles somehow intersect with Sheila's chaos, or with the business rivalries that constantly circle Forrester Creations. It might sound far-fetched, but in soap operas, connections are everything. If Daphne's stalker turns out to be linked to a bigger threat, say, a disgruntled competitor, or even someone Sheila has manipulated, then suddenly Carter and Daphne's story isn't just about personal danger. It becomes part of the larger canvas, and that gives the story legs to run for months. Though, the heart of the storyline is about whether he finally gets to be the man who saves the day. He's had so many false starts when it comes to love. Fans have watched him give everything to relationships that crumble. They've seen him betrayed, overlooked, and left behind. This time, there's hope that Carter's story won't end the same way. But hope doesn't always translate to reality in soaps. And the lurking presence of Daphne's stalker means that heartbreak is still a very real possibility. The tension is building slowly, but when the reveal comes, when we finally see who this stalker is, it's going to set off a chain reaction. Will Carter be able to keep Daphne safe? Will their bond survive the truth? And will this storyline finally give Carter the lasting romance he deserves, or will it end with him standing alone once again, wondering why love always slips through his fingers? What's certain is that fans are already invested. The combination of suspense, danger, and romance is a classic recipe for success on The Bold and the Beautiful. And by centering Carter in this storyline, the writers are giving viewers a reason to care beyond just the stalker mystery. They're giving fans a reason to root for a character who has been underutilized for far too long. So whether Daphne's stalker turns out to be a familiar face, a shocking new arrival, or someone tied to a much bigger scheme, this storyline is about more than just fear. It's about Carter's journey, his choices, and his chance to step into the spotlight in a way that could change everything. And that's what makes it so compelling, because as much as we want Daphne to be safe, what we really want is for Carter to finally find a story worth fighting for. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.